Breaking news. Guess what? You can grow your Instagram account without hashtags, especially if you're living here in America. Because of the election, we don't have all the access to all the features that we have in the past, but that's okay. I'm going to break down some alternatives and teach you how to get growing again. So stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Adam Ivy, sellmusic.com, here to help you go further, faster in your music career by sharing proven marketing techniques and strategies to help transform that passion for making music and turn it into a legitimate business that's going to provide you with freedom and fulfillment Yeah, hi. What's going on, guys? Adam Ivy, sellmusic.com, here to help you go further, faster in your music career by sharing proven marketing techniques and strategies that'll help transform that passion for making music and turn it into a legitimate business that's going to provide you with freedom and fulfillment, two of the most important things in life in general. Now, recently I covered the fact that in the United States of America, Instagram has pulled away some of the functionalities in the hashtag feature due to the election. Recently, just a couple weeks ago, it was election day and everything leading up to it. Instagram, aka Facebook, has been trying to, in their own way, police false information, trying to keep it a level playing ground and trying to keep people from going crazy, just posting tons of political stuff and kind of ruining the platform for everyone. Like it or love it, or hate it, I should say, it's a fact of the matter that we just don't have all the functionality that you might have right now if you're living in the UK, Canada, anywhere aside from the US of A. So what we need to be talking about in this video is how to continue to grow your Instagram. We're not going to wait around for them to give it back to us before we continue to post. We're not going to wait for them to give it back to us before we continue doing what we were doing before. So I wanted to talk about some alternatives and talk to you guys directly one-on-one on how I, along with my team and my students, have been growing, even though the hashtag strategies that I've laid out in some other videos are kind of needing modification right now. Now, January is right around the corner. That's when the inauguration day here in the USA is when the new president or the current president, however it all plays out, that's the day that their new term begins, right? And so between now and then, I'm hoping personally that Instagram unlocks it any day now, because election day is come and gone. They're doing some recounts and stuff, and that's not what this video is all about, because a lot of you guys aren't even from the country that I live in. So how to grow without hashtags. First and foremost, before I jump into the alternatives and how to actually grow without hashtags, hashtags still work in a lot of ways. You could still search hashtags. You could still see how many results are popping up. You could still go in, and the majority of the results are going to be recent. So you can click on them, see how long ago they were posted. If it's within the last day or two, still interact no different than we were doing before when we were separating those top posts from the recent posts. Keep at it. If you're in the UK, if you're in Australia, if you're in Canada, like I said, you're going to go on, but I want you to be able to incorporate some of these alternatives into what you're doing so that you don't just depend on the hashtags. Now, one thing a lot of people have been finding a lot of success in is what I broke down in a recent video is similar accounts, right? So if you are an artist, if you are a producer, one great way to grow very quickly and get a lot of reach is to be able to go out there and find similar accounts just like yours that might be a little bit beyond where you are currently, has a buzz. Go into their comments. The last post or two, go into comments, interact with the users that are commenting in there, go through, see what people are saying, and start genuine conversations. Don't go in with emojis and everything that I've been preaching in the past. Same rules apply. Do not spam people. Do not tell people to go to your thing. Have a conversation. Ask a question. Comment on what they commented on. Come together on some common ground, and that's how the best conversations and the best connections typically start. Now, another thing that people overlook all the time is using geotags. I know that we're kind of limited to traveling in very close proximity to where we live right now, a lot of us at least, but geotags are a great way to connect with people at certain areas, right? And this can be as generic as a Guitar Center, NAMM, past events, and be able to go out and see where people are tagging themselves. And it could even be local, right? So use geotags. You can go into your search bar. Right now, if you wanted to type in Boston, Massachusetts, You could type in Boston, Massachusetts, hit places. You're going to see all those different places. What we're trying to do is we're trying to connect with people that don't follow you, that are in the same realm of what you're trying to do. And we can do that using geotags. We can use that using events. We can use that or do that by using similar accounts. So one thing I need you guys to understand is the hashtag strategy is the easiest way to find people using those hashtags, people interacting with those hashtags. It's a search term. It's a keyword that they're interacting with. So it's very targeted. But by using similar accounts and geotags specifically, we can absolutely do the same thing. Just got to kind of train yourself to not only think in terms of hashtags. Now, another thing we can absolutely do and we need to do is something I wanted to address without giving you too much tough love, right? I was in a little bit of a bad mood yesterday. I was going to do this video yesterday. I said, I don't want to be the a-hole Adam, even though some of you guys can appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below if you like nice guy Adam, a-hole Adam, tough love Adam, or completely discombobulated talking about anything and everything Adam. Let me know in the comments below. I'm not going to change who I am, but I'm really curious to see what you guys prefer from this channel. One thing I need you guys to do, first and foremost, is you guys need to be utilizing all the new features of Instagram if you want your reach, if you want your engagement, if you want your discoverability to go through the roof. You guys complain that hashtags aren't working, and then I'll go and check a couple of the accounts from the complainers, whether they follow me or not. And a lot of times you're not even posting on a consistent basis. You're trying to get all this attention from these hashtags. You're going out and doing crazy amounts of interaction, and then you're bringing people back and you have like 6 posts. Or maybe you have like 600 posts, right? So I'm not just going to single out the person with just 600 posts or a six posts, but the guy with 600 posts or the gal or whoever, if your content sucks, that's a problem. If you're just doing album cover after album cover after album cover and you're doing 5 days till release, the next post, 4 days till release, 3 days, like, what are you doing? How is that engaging? It's not. It's lazy content. It's very, very lazy content. So no matter how many geotags, hashtags, similar accounts you're interacting with, if you're not consistent with your posts, if you're not interacting with the people that interact with you, if you're going out and just being lazy, finding photos, it's not even of yourself or anything related, you're just like posting just to post, you can't expect an extraordinary result from that. And that's why a lot of people will come to me, not a lot of people, but some people will come to me and say like, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, but nobody's following me. I'm not getting any new followers. And then I go and their content is absolute garbage. Now, I'm not saying that yours is. Let's say that your content is mediocre to good. Great, even. We need to be able to do that consistently and use features such as Reels. Now, everybody's talking about Instagram Reels and TikTok and how they're similar. Use both of them, right? Grow. Use a new feature on Instagram is guides. You could take saved posts and collaborate them into a new thing that people can then discover. If you guys want me to do a video all about Instagram Reels or all about Instagram guides, brand new feature, let me know in the comments below. How often are you doing IG stories? Are you posting anything to Instagram TV? How active are you with your audience through stories? Are you interacting with other people's stories? Are you using overlays and locations and hashtags in the stories? Because people could still find you that way. That's one thing I wanted to just make sure that you guys understand is if you are in the UK, if you are in Canada, if you are in Japan or Australia, anywhere outside of the good US of A, you're still able to see my hashtags. That's why I'm still using hashtags. Some people are confused by that. They're like, why are you using hashtags if they don't work? Why are you telling us that hashtags aren't working yet you're using them? Because the USA, the US of A, sorry, I sound like George W. Bush. The United States of America is not the only country in the world, and I'm cognizant of that. I'm trying to connect with people worldwide. So if the feature still works for you guys, I'm still going to use it because you still find my content. And you should have the same mindset. Good content, consistent content, using features that the platform give to us and entitle us to, enable us, is the best way to grow on a platform. If you're having a hard time growing on TikTok, use TikTok more often, figure out the new features, figure out what's trending, work that in. Low-hanging fruit will bring easy traffic, and then build in your own messaging. Guys, you can't just look at one thing one-dimensionally and say, hey, if hashtags aren't working, I'm just going to take a break until they are. Because Instagram could strip, I'm not saying they would, but they could strip it away from us at any day. And then what are you going to do? We have to evolve with the platform as the platform evolves. When I do videos like this, the one take, it's all stream of consciousness, no different than if you and I were sitting across the table from one another, having a coffee, and we're talking about this stuff. So I hope that you can understand that when we're moving from one topic to the next, features, benefits, how to utilize these things, this is all what we would need to be doing together if you're asking me for advice. So when you're DMing me, when you're asking comments in the comments, when you're hitting me up in emails, this is my advice for you, right? It's just you and I right now. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about Instagram growth. If you think that Instagram is dead, let me know there. Let me know what you've been spending the majority of your time on as far as a social platform. We have to be utilizing everything consistently. We have to be reaching out to the people that already follow us, and we have to move forward together. It's not a holding pattern. It's a forward progress, momentum type thing that we have to keep pushing. Guys, I appreciate you watching. Hashtags kind of don't work right now, but they still do in a lot of ways. Interact with the people that care about what you're doing. Interact with people that you think could care about what you're doing, and the rest will fall into place. Watch this video if you haven't yet. This is going to help you grow very rapidly, I might add. And if you haven't joined the channel family yet, click on the button on the screen or below in the description box to join us here. I appreciate you watching. Come connect with me over on Instagram. And until next time, I appreciate you watching.